What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is David Benjamin from HealthyWildlyFree.com. Today I want to share with you how you can reduce pain and inflammation in your body. If you have pain, whether it's in your knees, your lower back, your upper back, your neck, your joints, your hands, your wrists, whether it's just pain, inflammation, swelling, arthritis, whatever it may be, all of this information I'm going to share with you today is going to help you and be beneficial in reducing pain and inflammation and swelling. And I can speak from first-hand experience on this. I know you look at me and you think, oh, he's young, he's healthy. Well, I had a time in my life where I was in extreme pain on a day-to-day basis, actually. This was actually about 7 years ago now. I used to read meters for the electric company. And I would walk every single day, probably about 4 miles a day, 5-6 miles a day. It really depended on the day. So the walking was healthy, and it was great because I got to walk a lot each day, and that's a great form of regulatory exercise. The issue that I had was I would jump fences in order to get my routes done faster. So I would jump fences, and I had these insoles in my shoe that basically put my foot at an angle because this was the insole that was recommended to me by the shoe store that I used to work for in high school. So I had these insoles and these kind of like athletic shoes, and I would wear these every day. And over time, as I continued to walk and jump fences, I noticed my knees started to hurt, both knees, my right and left knee. Every single day my knees were hurting. And I didn't really know what it was, and looking back, I kind of realize now that I think those insoles were putting my posture off. So it was basically putting my knees at a bad angle, and then with all the walking and jumping and landing on those knees every single day, and a bad diet, not very nutritionally dense, all those factors combined caused my knees to start to, have a lot of pain. So I had a lot of pain on a day-to-day basis. Finally, I quit my job one day. I just completely quit my job and didn't go back. So that was like one of the best days of my life because I hated that job, and I got bit by dogs and had to read routes in snowy, rain, winter, and all that kind of stuff, and it didn't pay that well. So with that being said, I've dealt with first-hand pain from first-hand experience, and I'm going to share with you what I did for my knee pain and just some of the principles and tactics that you can use in your life to deal with pain in general. And actually this year, I also dislocated my shoulder twice in a period of about 2 weeks. And I really didn't have a lot of pain from that, and I think it's because I managed it really well. People told me when I dislocated my shoulder that it was some of the worst pain you could be in your entire life. And maybe it was just me, but it really didn't hurt that bad. My body definitely was in shock, and I kind of like the second time it was even worse, and my body kind of like trembled. But I really understand nutrition. I really understand health and well-being and recovery because I've done a lot of research and reading, and I used to kind of be into the athletic side of nutrition and sports as well, so I understand recovery really well as well. So the information I'm going to share with you today is going to help you out in a lot of different ways. So with that being said, one of the first things you can do that's basically free that you can start doing today, and you don't need to buy anything to do it, is every time you get in the shower, take what's known as a hot-cold shower. So hot-cold shower is very simple. The premise, the idea is you just go in the shower, and whatever area you have pain in your body, whether it's your knees, your back, your neck, your hands, whatever it may be, you turn the shower water on basically as warm as you can go, and as hot as you can go. If you can go completely, as hot as the shower can go, great, do that, and apply that hot water to the area you have pain, and then turn the shower as cold as it goes. It's going to be hard at first. It's going to be shocking your body. You're not going to really be used to it. It's hard at first, to be honest. When you want to jump out of the shower and you start going, start like kind of shivering. But it's really beneficial for your circulation, your circulatory system in general. And when you apply that hot and cold water back and forth to the area that you have pain, it dilates the blood vessels and increases circulation in the area specifically. And while you're increasing the circulation, you're going to help the area recover, reduce pain, reduce inflammation, swelling, and things like that. So hot-cold showers are extraordinarily beneficial. I take hot-cold showers. I don't have any pain in my body currently, but I still take hot-cold showers every once in a while just to increase my circulation and lymphatic drainage and things like that, because it's beneficial for your circulation and lymphatic system overall, and you can do that throughout your entire body or just direct it to the areas specifically that have pain if you have like a detachable shower head or something like that. So that's the first piece of advice I would recommend, is to take hot-cold showers. Work your way into it too. If you can't go as hot and as cold as the shower goes, just do warm and cooler water, and then as you progress, do hotter and colder water, and eventually you're going to get to a place where you can go hot, cold, back and forth, and it'll actually be easy and you'll actually enjoy it because it's actually invigorating once you start utilizing it, and you start to actually benefit and appreciate the hot cold because it kind of wakes up your body as well. So I personally enjoy it, and every once in a while, maybe once a week, twice a week, I do that myself just for health and circulation and lymphatic drainage and things like that. The second piece of advice that I would recommend is to eat anti-inflammatory foods. Turmeric is great. A lot of fruits and vegetables are great. Just in general, fruits and vegetables are the least anti-inflammatory foods out there. If we were to categorize foods, meat, dairy, nuts and seeds, protein, those types of things, and fruits and vegetables, and then obviously processed foods and all that crap, I'd say vegetables and fruits are the least anti-inflammatory foods overall. It doesn't mean that specific fruits and specific vegetables won't still cause inflammation, which will lead to pain for you, but the chances of you eating those foods are much smaller compared to the preserved and processed and junk food, processed meats, dairy, things like that, where they have inflammatory markers. They have like dairy, for example, has proteins and things that are pro-inflammatory, and you don't want that if you're in pain. So fruits and vegetables are great. The third recommendation I make is to drink plenty of water, as much water as you can. Water is extremely crucial for pain and inflammation. If you have pain and you have inflammation, there's a good chance you're probably dehydrated. Dehydration, most people are dehydrated without even knowing it. But if you have pain, inflammation, and swelling, dehydration could be, very, very common and very likely. So giving your body that hydration helps to lubricate the body, helps the blood circulation, lubricate the joints, things like that. With that being said, the next recommendation that kind of leads into that is eat plenty of healthy fats. So omega-3 fatty acids are great. Get that in your diet, get that through foods, whether it be fish or chia seeds or different other sources of healthy fats as well, olive oil, coconut oil, hemp oil, things like that. Healthy fats are lubrication for your joints. They're lubrication for your body internally, and if there's pain or swelling or inflammation, those are going to reduce inflammation and reduce pain and all that kind of stuff. The next recommendation I would make is to just simply move your body more often. So move your body, whether it be walking or stretching or biking, just move your body. The more you move your body and you integrate the healthy fats, the water, the anti-inflammatory things like turmeric and healthy diet and things like that, the more that's going to assimilate into your body and go to the area that it needs to go. So if you eat really healthy and you don't move your body enough, those healthy compounds and medicinal things and anti-inflammatory foods and anti-pain foods and things like that will benefit your body, but if you don't move, it kind of limits how far it can go in your body. So when you move your body, you get your circulation flowing and your heart pumping and things like that. It allows for those compounds and anti-inflammatory things and vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and all these beneficial anti-pain substances to circulate in your body and to get utilized fully and efficiently. So keep that in mind. Just move your body consistently. This moves your lymphatic system. This detoxifies your body. Your body could just be in a state of pain simply because there is internal toxicity or something, and when you start to move your body, it starts to detoxify those things along with a healthy diet that aids in the funneling of that out of your body, through your liver, kidneys, and things like that. So keep that in mind to move your body. The next recommendation I would make is to increase the nitric oxide intake in your diet. Nitric oxide is basically a gas that you get in your diet through specific foods. So nitric oxide is really a new kind of field of research and science where this compound, this I believe it's NO2 and NO2, I want to say, don't quote me on that, but nitrogen oxide basically is in specific foods, and what it does is it enhances the circulation in your body to spread further, faster, more efficiently, and it helps with recovery and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to help with your heart health, it's going to help with your circulation, it's going to help your blood carry all those nutrients, that water, that hydration, that new healthy blood, to the areas of pain, inflammation, and swelling in your body. So nitric oxide, a lot of professional athletes, for example, use nitric oxide supplements and nitric oxide foods and things like that. Actually, someone I had on the Healthy Wild and Free podcast, I forget his name off the top of my head, but he's a nitric oxide researcher, and he had a nitric oxide product, and something like 6 or 7 NBA teams professional basketball teams in the league of like, I think it's like 50 teams, were on his supplement. So 10% of NBA teams were taking his supplement for recovery and things like that. And these are professional athletes. So nitric oxide is extremely beneficial. The best sources of nitric oxide are cacao, in other words chocolate, but the cacao bean, the cacao, the dark rich chocolate itself. So if you can get raw cacao, that's a great source of nitric oxide, as well as magnesium, which is great too, for reducing, for just keeping the body calm and relaxed and things like that. But cacao is a great source, beets are a great source, and pomegranate are 3 really great sources. Leafy greens are great sources as well, and there are other foods as well, but those are the top foods to keep in mind. Beets, cacao, aka chocolate, pomegranate or pomegranate juice if it's fresh squeezed and you buy the pomegranate and you put it in your juicer, as well as just a variety of leafy greens contain nitric oxide as well. So get more nitric oxide rich foods in your diet. So another thing you could do is take essential oils like this, for example. They come in little bottles like this. I use quite a few essential oils personally, and what you can do is use them in baths or applying them topically. So what I recommend is taking a bath, putting some Epsom salt in the bath. Epsom salt is rich in magnesium, and your body's going to soak up that magnesium in the hot water, and that's going to allow your body to reduce, it's going to allow your body to relax and reduce the stress, the tension, and the pressure, so that your healing, your body's ability to heal will kind of improve, and just kind of reducing that pressure, tension, stress, gravity, all that compression, if you will, on your body by taking a hot bath with Epsom salt. That really helps, and then adding in essential oils that are beneficial for increasing circulation, reducing inflammation and swelling and things like that. For example, peppermint is great, lavender is great. There are certain essential oil blends that are great, but I would say specifically peppermint is amazing for reducing pain and increasing circulation and things like that. So whether you have, like I said, knee pain, back pain, neck pain, wrist pain, whatever it may be, these are all things that you can do. Oh yeah, the baths. One more thing onto the bath. So after the bath, what I typically do, if I take a bath, I'll use essential oils. Sometimes I do clays in the bath as well, but that's not really for pain. That's just for detoxification and whatnot. But the essential oils, after I get out of the bath, what I'll do is I'll apply the essential oils topically with what's known as a carrier oil. Now the carrier oil, really the best carrier oil that I know is coconut oil. So what you do is you take coconut oil and you apply that topically. So say your shoulder hurts, you apply the coconut oil topically, you rub that in, you take the essential oil, you put the drops on your shoulder, and you massage and rub that in to the area that you have pain with the coconut oil. The coconut oil, the healthy fats in the coconut oil is going to help that absorb through the skin better and get to the circulation system in that specific area, which is going to reduce pain, swelling, inflammation, whatever it may be, in order to relieve the pain in that area. So essential oils are great. Like I said, peppermint combined with coconut oil is what I recommend personally. You can use different oils in the bath as well, but once you get out of the bath or shower, doing a hot cold shower, or taking a bath, applying essential oils topically with a carrier oil like coconut oil, and then going to sleep allows your body to heal and recover from that pain and reduce that while you're sleeping, which is a great recovery time. And one tip on that as well, when you go to sleep, try to get to bed before 10 o'clock p.m. because the window of 10 o'clock p.m. to 2 a.m. is the best physical recovery time for your health and for reducing pain and things like that. So that 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. you're going to get the most physical recovery during that time, and sleep is extremely important for keeping your body healthy and reducing pain and things like that. So hopefully all this information has benefited you, your health, and your life, and I hope it helps you one more tip. I have a lot of information on this. I've had to deal with it myself. So the last recommendation I'll make, and this is actually one of the most beneficial things that helped me, was when I had knee pain. My mom worked in the health industry, and one of her colleagues recommended a magnetic brace. So what this is it's a magnetic brace, and I'll link to all the articles and everything I talked about in this video below or above, wherever it's at. But basically this magnetic brace, what a magnetic field does is it helps increase circulation and keeps the electric systems in the body working better, so the nervous system and things like that. So creating a magnetic environment that's healthy, applied to the right area where you have pain, for example, is extremely beneficial in reducing pain. So I got a knee brace. I want to say it was like 20 bucks, literally. And this knee brace saved my ass. I mean, like, in terms of pain, that was really the first thing I did, and it was the most impactful thing I did in terms of reducing my pain. And I couldn't be more grateful that I was introduced to that. And I mean, the brace was 20 bucks. And it probably, I would say 80% of my pain was gone just from using that magnetic brace. And then I integrated a healthier diet and some supplements and things. Sulfur is great for rebuilding the body and joints and things, and reducing pain as well. Vitamin C, all those types of things. And I think that really topped it off. And now I don't have pain in my knees at all. My knees do kind of crack and pop every once in a while, but I don't have any pain, so I can't complain. So a magnetic brace is also a great recommendation. So all these recommendations, all these links, articles, resources, everything for reducing pain, I will link up below this video so that you can get yourself educated and get yourself out of pain. I know how much it sucks. I've been there myself. Like I said, imagine going to work every single day and for about 5 hours being in pain every time you take a step. Right knee, left knee, right knee, left knee, all freaking day. That's what I dealt with, and if I can get through that and get past that with nutrition and targeted healing techniques to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling, I know you can too, because what I just shared with you is what I personally did and used, and it can work for you too. So just try it out. It's cheap, and there's no cost really that you know, when I was in pain, that I wouldn't pay to get out of that pain. I mean, it was horrible. I mean, that's why I quit my job and didn't even give them a 2-week notice. I was so fed up. So, and I didn't have another job in place or anything. So it's kind of like the pain just pissed me off that much. So I'll link up all these resources below. Make sure to take action and try these out. I promise you, you will see results, and some of that pain will be reduced if you use this information. It worked for me, it's worked for many other people, and the more of this information you use, the faster your pain will be reduced, if not completely gone completely. I mean, that's totally possible. So that's it for this video. My name is David Benjamin from HealthyWellAndFree.com. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you can reduce your pain, live a healthier life, and please subscribe to this video below if you want to learn more about health, nutrition, and a healthy lifestyle. Please like, favorite, comment, and share, and I'll see you in the next video. Make sure to live healthy, wild, and free, and I will see you in the next video. Take it easy.